Alright guys, this next video is going to be about retention with a woman. Now, I really hope she doesn't see this, and if she does see this, I'm telling you, you're a great time. I'll give you, you're a great time. Retention with a woman, gentlemen. What is it? How can I do it? What should I do about it? How can I do it? Let's break it down with what it is first. Retention is how long can you watch something for without getting distracted. I'm going to use terms that we may know. I'm not going to use philosophical terms. You know, when you watch a YouTube video or you watch a TikTok, how long can you watch that video for before you swipe? Or before you press X? Or before you do anything? How long? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, maybe you watch the full thing. Whatever the time is, that's retention. How long can you hold your attention for that time period? The thing with women is, right now I'm 20 years old. 20 years young. I'm 20 years young. I am working a lot on my social skills with women. I'm very good at it. Don't even confuse. Like, you can put me in a room and I'm bagging. Like, respectfully, with all due respect, I'm getting phone numbers. I'm doing what I'm good at doing, right? Now, I bit a little bit more than what I could chew. You know, isn't that how it goes? Like, you bit off more than or like you added too much on your plate when you already had enough, pretty much, right? So, from my experience was, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to test myself with how good of my game is with women. You know, I had okay women in my life. I had good quality women in my life, but I haven't had one where, like, I got checked before. I haven't had a woman come to my life where I had to be on my A game every single second. I have it, and I was like, let me test my skills. Let me see how good I am. This weekend, I invited a beautiful woman to the bar. Went for a few drinks. I met her one time, but we've been holding this on for a while because she's older, I was younger, and somehow the tables have turned. Let's just say the tables have turned. We went out for a few drinks, and I realized to myself is I'm keeping this retention pretty good. I'm keeping her interested in me, and I'm keeping her interested in staying here with me. Because, guys, how many times have we gone out to a dinner date, or we gone out with a girl, or we're talking to a girl that we just met, and she pulls out the phone, she's distracted, she's not looking at you in your eyes, she's looking around, she's like, you just know she doesn't seem interested in you. I've been there before. I know you've been there before. If you haven't, you're fucking lying. Ain't no way you haven't been there. I've been there too. But I realized that me and this woman are like, it's a push and pull. She's pulling me, I'm pulling her. She's pushing me, I'm pushing her back. Like, it's a good tension between us. And I'm realizing is, I'm talking about my mind, how long can I keep this up for? 30 minutes, 40 minutes before one of us gives in. What I mean by giving in, if you're old enough, you know what I mean. If you're not old enough, you'll get to there at some point. But I was waiting to see who would give in first. And as we're talking, we're getting closer, getting a little bit closer. We actually move our tables to a booth so we can get even more closer. And there's just this retention. We're looking at each other in the eyes. We're just talking, getting to know each other more. There's a thing about women. The woman, not every woman that I've been with has been able to do this, but there's been a few women that they're able to give you a certain look with their eyes or with their hair. And they're able to sculpt a figure out of their face, out of their eyes, and tell you, like, hey, give in. I don't know how you do it, but it's hot. And guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're too young. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. She kept doing that, like, towards, like, you know, the rise of the tension. And I told myself, Edgar, do not give in. Let's hold it off for as much as possible. I hold it off for the first time when she gave me that look. I'm like, okay, let's hold it off for the second time. We're talking, we get to know, now we're touching each other a little bit more. But I'm realizing her retention is still high. Because at any given moment, that phone would have popped. Her phone lit up. What she do? She put it back in her purse. big green flag. Biggest green flag I ever got from a girl was she canceled. I knew this like an hour before into going to our dinner. To our bars. She said, "Hey, just to let you know, I canceled my date with my friends. It was gonna be like her 5 friends were gonna go out for drinks too and have dinner to come see you." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yes." So we have to change bars because the bar that we're gonna go to, they were gonna go there too, called Social Prime. I said, "Don't worry, the juice is worth the squeeze, or the squeeze worth the juice," however the saying goes. She's like, "Haha, we'll see." And I'm like, "Of course we'll see." So I had to go in there beforehand, like, "Hey, I gotta make sure she has a good time because I don't know. I want her to text her friends, like, 'Hey man, I'm sorry girls, I left y'all hanging." No, I need to make sure she tells her friends, "Baby, I made the right decision. You made the right decision to come in and hanging out with me." So I walked in with a game plan. How long can I keep her attention? How long can I keep her interested of me, of us right now? Shit worked. Gentlemen, you gotta go in there with a game plan of how long can I keep this woman interested. You do that, you hold it off. You hold it. You hold it. You hold it. And there's gonna be a fine moment. You're gonna know, you're gonna feel it. Because you're gonna look at her in her eyes. She's gonna look at you. Or you're gonna feel it like, guys, we get butterflies. Woman, if you're watching this, every guy gets butterflies. I get butterflies too. There's gonna be that fine moment where it's just like, come here. And you give in. So that, we went out about like 9:30, 9:35. We went out and we did not leave until like 12:40, like almost 1. I didn't get home until like 1:30. So like 12:40-ish, 12:50-ish. Drive is about 12 minutes from here, so 15 minutes from here. So as you can tell, that whole Friday was perfect. It was set up perfectly. Conversation was set up perfectly. That's also another thing with high quality women, gentlemen. You gotta go to these high-end bars, but you gotta look good. You can't go in there bummy. You gotta dress good, you gotta smell good, you gotta walk good, you gotta be good, you gotta talk good. You do that, find you a good thing. That's step 1. Step 2 is you gotta keep her interested. Because man, let me tell you something. There's a lot more guys in line as well. So what do you have to say to stand you out from the crowd? What do you have to do to keep her interested in you? That's your job. Her job is just to give you some pretty eyes and don't give in yet, but give in a little later. So that's my word on retention. How long can you keep the retention on a woman interested in you? You do that, my guy, I promise you, you're well off. You'll be well off in acquiring high quality women. And it's not just about having the sex, it's about the skill of talking to people. Because guys, that skill, we're losing that skill. We're losing that skill. I'm gonna shout out my friends right now. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus, but they tell me to, "Hey man, you make the phone call. Hey, you talk to the server. Hey, you reach out to her. Hey, you talk with," bro, you should do it too. The skill of talking to people and keeping them interested is a skill that's going away. So if you can capitalize on that, you're gonna stand out. And if you stand out, that gets you more eyes. And if you get more eyes, you have more options. You have more options, you can get selected. Woo! I'm about to replay that. That was good. What did I say? I don't even know what I said. But you gotta go back and replay that. That shit was clean, man. I'm about to write that down again. But yeah, that's the 3rd video I'm gonna drop tonight. And we might drop one more. My guys, my mind is flowing right now. If you guys are liking these videos, please promote it. Say something that you liked, or say something that like, oh, that was good. And comment that so I know you're watching, and trust me, something will be benefited from this. I believe so. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.